Most horror games are pretty bad.
Mom, they left me broken.
But what if they weren't? Recently, I've been getting into the horror genre. Whether it be movies, TV shows, video games, I cannot get enough. I have been obsessed ever since I gave a speech on horror in my old school. Yeah! PT, Subnautica, Little Nightmares, all of these horror games are phenomenal, but there's just one problem with them. None of them are multiplayer. And for good reason. None of them would be scary, would induce fear into the very fiber of your being. Multiplayer and horror, they just don't mix well. Shut up, I'm not talking about you. Phasmophobia, and, you know, Demonologist too. They're pretty much the same exact game. Creamy peanut butter, chunky peanut butter. Look, this video isn't going to be some, like, insane summoning salt essay with high production value, good writing, a perfect rolling game, and all that, okay? So just lower your standards a little bit. I mean, look at me. Look at my channel. I'm small, dude. I'm just a little silly guy, alright? I'm a little baby. Breastfeed me. Phasmophobia and Demonologist are games about hunting the ghosts and finding out what the ghost type is. This ghost type is little boys, okay? You find out the ghost's type by using tools and studying the environment around you. But there's a catch. The ghost is also hunting you too. The reason why many horror games fail with multiplayer is because you can rationalize the fear that's shown to you through feedback with your senses. I mean, let's be honest. It's pretty hard to be scared when your friend is doing this in the bathroom. No, I swear there's a ghost in here. But Phasmophobia and Demonologist, they take advantage of this. Having the weirdest models mixed with proximity chat makes you able to laugh at the weird looking characters, and now it's socially acceptable to laugh at the weird people. I mean, look at this.
Because when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible.
After dicking around in the lobby, you'll likely load into like a starting house or a school or maybe even an insane asylum if you're feeling a little crazy. You open the van, you get your gear, all that good stuff, flashlight, everything, and then you open the house and suddenly it is dead quiet. Isn't that so funny and not scary at all? Like, the first thing that these two games do amazingly, if you look at this list right here, is they immediately attack the senses. Both of these games lure you into a false sense of security with the lobby, the proximity chat, the goofy looking character models, and having your friends f*** around so much that when you enter the haunted area, you soon find out that somebody is going to die. No, that's your house now. And because the change is so jarring, because you have a sudden lack of feedback with sounds and sight, and the only thing that helps you with that is a stupid small ass flashlight that you can barely see anything with. You then have to rely on your friends because they are your only source of safety in this game. The main way that you can put somebody on edge is by limiting what they can see, hear, sense all around, and making the player rely on only one source of comfort, in this case, your friends. Wait, so what country are you from?
I don't know what.
Nah, that's enough out of you. And Phas and Demonologist excel at this because it is at its core a multiplayer horror game. This works against the group because now you have like 4 people max that are scared shitless, that are on edge and do not know where the threat is. If you're new to this game, well, good luck getting anything done, because even experienced players are scared shitless at this game. Every single creak in the house, item dropped, door open, could be complete bullshit or a literal demon coming to kill you. I have never been so terrified of a single game in my life, let alone a multiplayer one, until I have been locked in a house by myself, lights flashing, hearing children giggling all around me, and a literal demon crawling on all fours coming to snap my neck. Oh, and if your friends aren't assholes like mine, you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, but Buzzsaw, my friends are cool, they won't abandon me in there. Yeah, well, guess what? The ghost only responds to people who are alone most of the time, so chances are, you and your friends have to vote off one person, survivor style, so that they can go into that house by themselves, hide in a closet, and pray that they don't get killed. It is terrifying. These two games excel at tension horror because they use your senses against you and your friends. Seeing anything out of the ordinary, hearing anything out of the ordinary. It could be your mind playing tricks on you, or it could be your friends screaming because a ghost turned on a radio in the living room over there. What's this radio playing?
I'm over here stroking my I got lotion on.
And hey, do you remember that so cool and awesome detail that the ghost tries to hunt and kill your friends? Yeah, goes down when a hunt happens. Picture this. You and your friends wander throughout the house, shouting across rooms or using your staticky radio. It's the only way you can keep in contact. Suddenly, everything stops. Contacting your friends is no longer an option, as all you hear is static on your radio. Your flashlight begins to flicker. You hear a scream somewhere in the house as you can hear your heartbeat slowly move up to your eardrums. And suddenly, go crazy! What is that thing? What is that? Did he just bowl a perfect fucking game? Holy crap! I'm sorry. Hunts are terrifying for many reasons. Look at this list right here. Alright, number 1, you cannot fight back. Smoke sticks have limited use and take up most of your inventory. Crucifixes burn out quickly, and sometimes they don't even work at all. Finding out the ghost type is a race against the clock. The second reason being it cuts off what little sensory feedback you even have in the game. Your flashlight's limited vision starts going out. Any and all lights around you suddenly start blinking too, full on break, or even do worse things that is almost criminal to do to somebody playing the game, much less playing it in VR. And you almost always start to feel the effects of the ghost before you even see it. You barely get to see the ghost because the lights start flickering when it hunts. The ghost flickers in and out of existence, and the fact that you can only escape the ghost if you run at full speed, not even looking back, because if you do, that means the ghost gets closer and closer to killing you, and sometimes your full speed can't even outrun the ghost. Not to mention, the ghost can literally hear every single thing you say. Think about that for a second. That's f***ing terrifying. And it's even worse because there are certain phrases that you can say to piss off the ghost even more and to get it to hunt you sooner. Stuff like, "Oh, I'm scared, run!" And, general swearing. Hell, the ghost can even detect crying in your microphone and will deliberately target the person who is making noise. So when the ghost is hunting, it has to be dead silent. Because if a single sound comes out of your mouth, the ghost will find you. And hey, if you were scared enough to stick in a group, then you won't know who the ghost is targeting when it starts hunting you, causing all of your friends to flee in different directions and hide wherever is closest. The only way to survive a hunt is to hope and pray that the ghost targets one of your friends instead of you. And hey, guess what? If your friends are assholes like mine, they'll leave you in the house, lock the door so you can fend for yourself, and hide in the nearest corner or closet and pray that the ghost doesn't find you, and just wait until the hunt stops. It is awful. I can't really remember everything that I touched on, so far in this recording because, okay, I'm gonna be completely real with you. I am writing this video essay while I'm watching Dragon Ball Z right now. So, I don't know, but basically, the game goes like this. You and your friends load into a game. You first have to locate the ghost room before the timer in the van runs out with the tools that you have that you bought in the lobby, in-game currency called money. Now, what are these tools, you may ask? I am very glad that you said something, but oh, okay, hey, calm down, all right? You're up here, bring it down, all right? That's better. Okay. Jesus Christ. Now, to find out the ghost type, you need 3 pieces of evidence. You're probably thinking to yourself, How do you get these pieces of evidence, okay? Back the up and I'll tell you. Alright? Holy shit. Learn personal space. You're disgusting. I can smell your rancid ass breath from here. And I'm on a TV screen or like a phone or something. You're disgusting. The thermometer reads the temperature of the room, and if there's a drastic and cold change, the ghost is usually nearby. The EMF reader tells you how active the ghost is, and if it goes all the way up to a level 5, that usually means you're being hunted. Cameras take pictures, or they show video feed in the van depending on their type. UV lights show prints and cum stains, and the spirit box lets you talk to the ghost.
Where are you?
There are many different ghost types and models for both the ghost and player, and I personally like to have my character look just like me. The ghost has different behavior depending on the type and difficulty that you selected in the lobby, so that the game, again, doesn't get too repetitive, and each ghost type has a cool little ability. Some abilities are more low-key than others, and then some have more drastic changes to the game. These can range from not being able to touch salt in the game, to being able to hunt you if you swear too much and yell a lot, to being able to roll a perfect what the? Some ghosts can float around and teleport you throughout the building. Others can run faster than you if they have direct eye contact. Other ghosts can put a curse on you and only target you. And another one, and I think that this is the weirdest, is that a ghost can develop crushes on you and give you an immunity so that you will never be hunted. And yeah, that's real, okay? That happened to me in one game in Demonologist. Like, look it up. And you probably thought I was just making a stupid little joke about types and preferences romantically, but joke's on you, because I've never goofed off or joked about anything in my entire life, alright? It's real, it's terrifying if you're ugly, and it's awesome if you're me.
Ouija board. Can I get a blowjob?
Just set it down.
There aren't really many differences between Phas and Demonologist, okay? Think of Phas as that crunchy peanut butter that I talked about earlier, and Demonologist is scary peanut butter. Ooh. In all honesty, it is pretty much the exact same, except there's jump scares. Now, jump scares in games are usually cheap and boring. If I want real horror, I'm not gonna go shop at Aldi, right? Even though their prices are very good, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna go shop at Target. Tension horror is better because it sticks with you, while jump scares just make you go, and then you're back to normal. It's like, if you're shopping at that Aldi or that Target, if you're, you know, super rich, like, look at me, I'm from Schaumburg. Shut the f up. Why would you want to get, like, some off-brand candy like Nips or Spermies when you can just get Milk Duds or gummy worms? It's just better quality. I don't want Spermies and Nips in my mouth, alright? What are you looking at? I have no idea what I'm saying, but I think it had to do with jump scares, okay? You get the point, just pay for the label, okay? You don't want Spermies in your mouth, and, you know, unless you're okay with that. Basically, jump scares suck, but the only ones that are funny are the ones that happen to your friends because, you know, you don't get affected, and it's funny to watch your friends scream.
Banshee.
These jump scares, they can range from being fairly tame ones to just piss your pants terrifying and, oh my god, why are you actually peeing your pants right now? You can even make the argument that they just add to the ambient horror like in Phasmophobia, making you remember that the ghost can really come out of nowhere. Get those Spermies off there. The ghost can appear out of nowhere, and you are never safe in this game. Pretty much all of the textures and character models and everything, they just, for the most part, look more realistic. You get more immersed into the game, and the hunts are usually more terrifying because you'll just be doing your thing, and then out of nowhere, you'll hear like a giggle, and then you'll just turn around, and the ghost is just sprinting at you at full speed, and oh my god, why is that ghost naked? And hey, speaking of naked ghost crotches, the ghosts of which these wieners belong to what is this script? The ghost will find you no matter what. That's the main difference between how hunts are executed between these two games. In Phas, you can just hide from the ghost in the closet or break line of sight, and then the ghost will, for the most part, not attack you anymore. But in Demonologist, you just need to run like it is track day at your elementary school. You just need to run until a ghost gets bored. Demonologist really sacrifices the tension aspect and phasmophobia for more of like quick jump scares and adrenaline boosting things, okay? I personally don't like too much, but you know, it's your taste, your call. You can eat spermies instead of gummy worms if you want. I'm okay with that. You little freak. At the end of the day, these games are multiplayer. They're meant to be played with people, whether you care about the scary element or the funny element. Personally, it is a huge pain for me to get any of my friends to play a game. And even if we do play a game, we end up being at each other's throats the whole time.
Live, laugh, love.
I have 2 soldiers and a cannon as my card. Take them into if you must.
What the hell did I do?
Yo, get on, here's your daddy. Dude, actually.
But lucky for you and me, both of these games actually have really handy-dandy features called the randoms in both of these games are actually really fun to play with. No! No! That is not funny. Don't do that. You're scaring me. That's what you sound like. And if your friends are assholes like mine, then you can just load in with people that you've never met and give the big middle finger to your mom who told you not to talk to strangers. I went undercover as a clueless idiot while playing the game.
So if you're really Markiplier, then what's your social security number?
What's my social security number? 911. And no joke, not only did they put up with me, but they showed me the basics, how to play, how to find the ghost based on like, you know, whether they like spermies or those worms. Maybe it's because they thought I was famous, but this community is genuinely nice and eager to teach the new people that join. It made me want to be more nice and accepting of the new players when I was playing with them too. You got stuck in a wall. You got stuck in a wall. Nuh-uh, nuh-uh. You died in so much more of a stupid way, like... I highly encourage anyone that does pick up the game to just be nice to them, alright? Look at this, look at this. Look at you. You're hanging up there. You look so dumb. Look, I'm just gonna come out and say it. This game doesn't really have too many problems. Every now and again, somebody will get teleported, like across the map, or they'll fall down 2 floors, just no clipping through the map. The in-game mic, which you need to talk to the ghosts and your teammates, sometimes it just doesn't load correctly and then you're stuck being a mute for a whole round. Once you get used to the jump scares, the game really isn't scary at all. I think that if they had a game mode where one of your friends was the ghost that the rest of you are hunting, then it could be a little bit more fun and add some more variety into the game mode. I think there's one called like the Pharaoh's Tomb or something like that that does something similar. I don't know if the game devs would do that at all, but I feel like an extra game mode like that, it couldn't hurt too much. Most of these problems can be fixed though. I mean, both of the games are still in early access and Demonologist came out in 2022. They're still very young. All in all, both of these games are really fun, with the scares and the tension combined, keeping you on your toes at all times. Both of these games are terrifying and so funny to play, and with a player base that's genuinely nice and good-spirited. Dude, you died in a really stupid way. Like, ugh, I couldn't even imagine dying like that.
Okay, bro, you literally... Shut up.
What? What?
I don't wanna hear.
What? There's really nothing wrong with this game. The main problem is replayability, but you can still sink a good 24 hours into both games before you start getting bored of them. Phasmophobia is better for replayability just because it has more maps, more ghost types, and just stuff to do in that game. Demonologist is better for scares, but it doesn't give you all the maps right away, and it's more grindy. And it doesn't even have a VR mode yet. Phasmophobia is $14, while Demonologist is $15. I'm giving Phasmophobia a rating of 9 bowling pins out of 10. Just for its execution, its replayability, and the scariness that's added with the VR mode as well. Demonologist is getting 8 pins out of 10, just because it doesn't offer as much as Phasmophobia. Both these games are really fun and really well made. So I highly recommend you play them, or, you know, don't. I don't care, but, you know, it'd be cool if you played them for me. Thank you a ton for watching the whole thing. I don't really know what I'm doing right now with this channel or everything. I just want to talk about stuff that I'm passionate about. I'm working on a Nuzlocke video too for Pokemon Emerald, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you a ton for watching, and hey, if you want to throw a bowling ball at full speed toward that subscribe button and the like button, that'd help a lot. I mean, you know, you heard it in the first part of the video, I'm just a little baby. You don't have to breastfeed me, don't worry. I don't really know how to, you know, end this video or anything, so, you know, I had a really good time tonight, and I don't know if you had a good time too, but I think we could make this work. Sorry, I never know what to say in this situation. Look, I'll call you later tonight, okay? Talk to you soon, I guess. Screw this shit. I'm done.
Holy moly, this character's bazookas are insane.
Really? Let me see.